Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we discuss everything financial literacy. Today, we're going to be discussing Credit Strong for Business. Now, this is a product by Austin Capital Bank that we talked about on the personal side, the Magnum XL for building your personal credit. This is going to be the flip side of that when it comes to building your business credit. This trade line can go as high as $50,000 and it does not require a credit check. We'll also discuss the details of this trade line and whether or not it can actually benefit you in the long run. So without further ado, let's get started. Building your business credit is important because it allows your company to establish a separate credit history other than your personal credit history. This enables access to loans and lines of credit and favorable terms that you can get with suppliers and also with lenders. Now, this is all based on your business's financial performance, which is something that you should be highly focused on. This can significantly improve your ability to secure funding and grow your business. Unlike relying solely on your personal credit score, it essentially will demonstrate your business's financial stability and reliability to a lender or vendors that will lead to better opportunities and potentially lower interest rates when you're trying to secure a business loan or a business line of credit. Now, I want to be clear when we're talking about this. Your personal credit plays a significant role in business credit approval. However, if you want to maximize the amount of business funding that you can potentially secure, establishing a strong business credit profile will definitely help you. We've talked about this many times on this channel. If you're looking at just getting business credit cards, that's fine. You can rely on your credit a lot for that. You can really lean on it. But when it comes to particular lenders, they do require that they can see something on the business side. I'll be recording a video soon on SBA loans, and this is going to come in handy when talking about that. SBA loans are the gold standard of small business loans. With an SBA loan, your company can obtain operating funds with favorable rates for long repayment terms of up to 25 years. And that's where I want to really push you guys to go, because you can get up to $5 million if you are able to qualify for one of these loans. This will minimize the required monthly payments and maximize your financing flexibility. We can't just depend on credit cards forever. The SBA requires a FICO SBSS credit score for every SBA loan approval. So if you don't have one, you're not going to be able to get approved. If you ever want to get approved for an SBA loan, you'll need a FICO SBSS credit score for your company at least 155, but most likely 160 to 180 plus. FICO SBSS scores range from 0 to 300. A FICO SS score has three main components. 1, your personal credit profile. 2, your company's business credit profile. And 3, the current financial metrics and history of your company. If you don't have a business credit profile, your company's FICO SS score will be lower because it will be calculated using only your personal credit and your company's financials, which may not even exist. So by establishing and building a strong business credit profile for your company, you will increase your FICO SBSS score and your chance to be approved for an SBA loan. Let's talk about the two types of credit trade lines for a company. One is a vendor trade line and the other is a financial trade line. A vendor trade line can have a variety of names such as merchant trade line, supplier trade line, vendor trade line, trade credit, vendor account, or even a corporate trade line. Regardless of the name, a vendor trade line is a report from a merchant or supplier to the business credit bureaus about a specific company's payment history. They want to know how well you're able to pay back. When the supplier or the merchant has extended you some sort of line of credit or even like a net 30 term, they want to know when they invoice the customer, how quickly did that customer actually pay on behalf of this business. A financial trade line is an extension of credit from a bank or financing company. For example, a business loan or a commercial credit card, even equipment lease financing. Now, some business credit bureaus only collect financial trade lines, some only collect vendor trade lines, and some do a combination of both in order to get your business credit score. All business credit bureaus will combine additional information about a company with the trade lines they collect to generate your business credit score. Some business credit bureaus include information about the company's principal owners or individuals that control the company. Now, you're probably wondering which type is more important, a vendor trade line or a financial trade line. It's kind of dependent upon your objective. If your goal is to get net 30 terms with, let's say, a wholesale supplier, they typically want to see your payment history on similar types of vendor accounts. If your goal is to get a loan or a credit card, then they're probably going to look at a financial trade line, and that's going to be more important to that lender. However, Credit Strong Business Credit Builder account offers a $50,000 installment loan, and this one is a financial trade line, not a vendor trade line. So now that we have an understanding of exactly what this trade line is, how it can benefit us, and why we need this in order to build business credit, let's talk about what is required to open a Credit Strong business account. Now, to open this account, you need to meet both business and individual requirements. This came directly from the website, but I recommend that you check the website whenever you're watching this video, just to make sure this information is still relevant at the time. You must have a registered EIN, an employer identification number. You must be at least 3 months old, or your business has been established at least for 90 days. You must be an LLC, a partnership or corporation, and you must be located in the United States and have a physical U.S. address at your place of business. Now, for the individual requirements, you must own at least 25% of the business, have no co-owners that individually own 25% or more of the business. You must be at least 18 years old and be a permanent U.S. resident. You must have a physical U.S. resident address, and you also need to have a valid Social Security number or individual taxpayer identification number. These are simply the basic requirements in order for you to be able to actually open this business trade line. Let's talk about how the Credit Strong Business Credit Builder actually works and how you apply for this. So step 1, you apply for an account by opening an account online. It takes just a few minutes. You enter your basic personal information and your company information. There is no hard pull on your personal credit or a business credit check. All right, so this is no pull whatsoever. Step 2, you need to pick a plan. There are select plans that we are going to go over. Pick the one that actually fits your needs and the one that will meet your budget and your objective. Now, an installment loan financial trade line is open in your company's name, and it will be reported to the major credit bureaus using your company's EIN, establishing a profile for your business. Step 3, you need to make on-time monthly payments, and your payment history is reported to the major business bureaus, building your company's credit history and cash reserve savings, which again, we'll talk about in a second how that actually works. Step 4, you're going to unlock the savings, which means after you're done with this credit builder and you're ready to cancel it, you're going to actually get all the money back, either when it hits the maturity date or once again, when you decide to cancel. Every monthly payment builds payment history and it will build savings. You will unlock that savings at maturity or cancel date, and you can do this at any time with no penalty. Credit Strong for Business is a product of Austin Capital Bank, and it is FDIC insured. So you'll know that your money is in an insured savings account to secure the credit builder loan until it's repaid. And those loan proceeds are unlocked when the loan is closed or repaid in full, and you can choose. Before we go into the plans, let's discuss everything that's included in this business credit builder. It includes a 0% interest rate credit builder loan. You will not be paying interest. It reports a 25 or 50 month bank issued commercial installment loan, and this will report payment activity to Equifax, Experian, PayNet, and SBFE. This will also include a free monthly Equifax business delinquency financial score grade, and it can be canceled at any time for any reason with no fee or without any penalties. Now let's talk about the 2 plans that are offered. Credit Strong for Business offers 2 plans with several monthly payment options. Both plans have business credit lines ranging from $5,000 to $50,000. Each plan has a one-time fee ranging from $349 to $999, despite whatever monthly terms that you choose. The difference with each plan is the monthly payment. So let's talk about the 25-month plan for 1 second. The 25-month plan ranges from $200 to $2,000. So you can pay as little as $200 per month or as much as $2,000 per month on the 25-month plan. So here are the pros of the 25-month plan. 100% of every monthly payment builds savings and payment history. Again, it's 0% interest rate and it builds your business credit at no charge to you. You build 25 months of payment history for a financial trade line, and then you also build a large amount of credit in a shorter amount of time, 25 months, and then you get basically 2 years worth of history. Now, here are the cons that I would consider. Higher monthly payments than 50-month accounts. So, of course, a shorter time frame means that you have to pay more money. You build less payment history than if you were on the 50-month plan. So, 25 months is 2 years pretty much. It's still really good, but it's still less than you would get for the 50-month. Next, let's talk about the 50-month plan. The 50-month plan can range from $100 to $1,000. Because you're doubling the amount of time, it means that it's half the cost that it would be for the 25-month. You build a large amount of credit with lower monthly payments, resulting in a longer payment history, which is great. However, depending on how you look at this, a longer monthly payment commitment can also be seen as a negative because your money is locked and stored for a longer period of time. You also build cash reserves slower than the 25-month account plan. And here are my final thoughts when it comes to this credit builder. If you have the ability to build your business credit with products like this, then I think it's a great feature, but you also have to consider that $50,000 is, for most people, a substantial amount of money, even if you're saving it over 50 months. So if you are someone that has a lot of money and you're looking to get an SBA loan or a business line of credit, this can benefit you. Again, I have a video that I will be releasing very soon discussing SBA loans, and I think that you'll see the benefit of that because they are loans that can go up to $5 million. So with a loan like that, just imagine $50,000 is a very small investment when you're looking to get things like that. And even if you weren't looking to get something like that, this can be the thing that gets you a $100,000 business line of credit or even a $50,000 or $100,000 business loan that you did not have otherwise because you did not have the credit built up. Also, if you're someone with a very high personal credit score, but a very thin credit profile, then this may also benefit you in that case. Now, I don't recommend this product for someone who has, very little disposable income. If you don't have a lot of money to spare, then this is not for you. Or maybe you want to be on a smaller plan other than the 50,000 plan. Again, there are many ranges. I would take a look at the plans, even though I discussed just the 50,000, it ranges from 5,000 to 50. 50 is just the maximum. So you can go somewhere a little bit lower or in the middle. It all depends on exactly what's going on with you and your business needs. Now, if you're someone who's simply looking for business credit cards, then by all means, you don't necessarily need this. But once again, depending on what you're looking at, I've been discussing business credit on this channel for almost a full year now. And since then, I've gotten over 25 plus business credit cards, and I have a lot of business credit card lines. There's also options for you to liquidate your credit cards, things like that. I can tell you, even with everything that I know, there is a point that business credit cards do get exhausted. There is a point where it's way too much to be, going through all of these cards, cycling through them, trying to do this and shuffle money around and just looking for 0% APR promos. There is a point in time where eventually, if you want to have an actual viable cash flowing business and you want to actually get your taxes done, meet your business requirements and get large funding, then yes, all that stuff gets old and tired. Now, if you're strategic like me, you can even use business credit cards to help fund this. If you have 12 months where you can do that and you can build this up, there's ways for you to actually take money, shuffle it around, and maybe even get this that way without having to actually spend money out of your own pocket. There's so many different ways that you can strategize with this to make this work for you in order to build good business credit that, sky's the limit with your imagination. It just depends on what you're trying to achieve. But once again, if you're someone who's brand new and you only want to start with business credit cards, then go ahead and do that. But I do believe at some point, if you're actually using these credit cards to actually build a business or to actually get assets, then you'll start to see, just like I have, that they're limited. And then you'll start to look at other options. And that is where something like this may come in handy for you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you're able to get some value out of this. If you're watching this video now, more than likely by the time you watch this, it'll be 3 weeks or maybe even 2 weeks after I actually recorded it. If you're familiar with my channel, you know I don't release videos in chronological order. I usually will spread them out, or I make my videos almost a month or two in advance. And then sometimes I change the sequence of order. So if you're watching this video right now, I do have a video that I will be releasing on SBA loans, and I suggest that you check that out. It's really a follow-up to this video. I also have a video that I'm going to be working on this week about business lines of credit. I recommend that you check out that video. Again, all of this information will kind of go in line with that. So I would like for you to check that out. If it's not recommended for you right here, then just know that I may go back and add it later. So that information will kind of give you more details as to why business credit is so important to build and why you actually want to take a look at loans and business lines as opposed to just looking at credit cards. If you guys have this account, please drop that in the comments below. I would definitely love to hear your review on this. How has it worked for you? If you've not used this before, but maybe you have any other credit strong product, let us know how that worked for you, what your experience was. Did you get value from using this product? You know, if you did, put that in the comments. That would definitely help everyone else that's watching this video now. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and you have a wonderful day.